Hello there. What? Wait, hello. Wait, who is there? Hello, it's me. Wait, wait. Oh, wait, what's up, RashuFruitz? Sorry, I thought that it was somebody else. Yes, me, RashuFruitz, man. What's up? How's it going? It's going good. I just came back home from work, and it's about to be, yeah, it's about to be night. So, yeah. So, everything is going good, man. I just came back home from work, and, you know, I can't complain. Whatever pays the bills, whatever job that's best for me, that I like to do, that's all that matters. Yeah, man. So, how's it going for you, though? It's going good, man. Like I said, I can't complain. As long as the rent and the bills is being paid, and I'm working a job that I like, then I can't complain. All right. Yeah. No job is perfect. No job is perfect. So you know it'll be okay. And also, RashuFruitz, how is your day going? Because I also know that you had school day, of course. School is good. It's just always math, okay? It is just always math. Yeah, math is a pain in the butt. All right, even listen, man. Even I can tell you, even I can say that math is a pain in the butt. Yeah, listen, math is that's just one of the things that I'm not gonna really ever understand in my life is math. And listen, of course you can still be successful in life, and not be good at math. Yeah, of course you can. There's a lot more things in life than just freaking math. Yeah, man. And today, I also want to have a conversation with you about the careers that I was planning on doing. No problem. I can always talk to you about careers. You know, as long as he's going to keep interrupting me. Yeah. All right, but give me a minute. And also, I'm right here. So yeah. What are you doing? I'm just checking my Also, if you was curious to know what type of job I have, I work as a accountant. So I'm just checking my what my clients could be saying to me right now. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I work as a accountant, and I'm just checking because I think that I got like an email from my clients saying that they need help with like money management or whatever like that. But let's see. And yeah, and like I said, and if you was wondering what type of job that I have, me, the character inside GTA 5, I work as a accountant, all right. And right now I'm just checking my email to see what clients could need help with like money management or something like that. Or like needs help with like the business that we're working in. Yeah. All right, so let's see here. Okay, let's see. Yep, all this money. Okay, let's see. Yep. So yeah. So that stuff happened. Okay. Dang. Overall expenses, $68 million. Jesus. That's how much money you spend throughout your whole lifetime in this game. Overall income, 68 million. Dang, so you got more money coming in than more money coming out. Okay, that's good. It's always a good thing. So the finances here seems pretty fair enough. So the overall income is $68,416,495, and then the expenses, which means things that money gets put towards to pay for. The expenses is $68,396,201. All right, so by judging that, there's more money coming in by the income than more money coming out from the expenses, and that's always a good thing right there. So yeah. All right, so wait, I wasn't done yet. Sorry, I'm still like checking like the last. I'm still checking like the last things of part of my accountant job. So let's see here. Alright, and so far our business that we're working for our employer, I work as a accountant for my employer, and so far his business is doing good by what I'm seeing. And people's savings account is good, all that stuff, all these things is good. Alright, looking good. Alright, for once, everyone is up. Listen, if you guys keep up with your bills, you guys will have good and listen to me, as long as you guys keep up with your bills and stuff, you guys will keep having a good credit score too. Because another thing is to always try to make sure that you keep a good credit score too, because that can affect like how you get a house and like how you own things and stuff like that. It never hurts to have a good credit score, okay? Yeah, it never hurts. Alright, so what things do you need to do to keep a good credit score? Just to make sure that you pay your bills on time. So to keep a good credit score, you just gotta make sure that you pay your bills on time and stuff. Yeah, you gotta pay your bills on time. And again, I know that things happen, but always just try your best to pay your bills on time. At least the day it's due, or at least you can even pay it earlier too. But you know, it makes more sense just to pay it when it's due than having to spend money fast. But you know, everyone does things differently, so it's not a huge deal. As long as you just pay your bills at all when it's time for it to be due, that's all that matters. Alright, so I need to check one last thing here. I'm sorry about that. It's just, let's see here. Alright. Yep, all you guys are doing a good job. Alright, let's see what else has been going on. Alright. Okay. Let's see what skills has. Alright. General, let's see. Okay. 1,000 cops killed. That's not very good. He shouldn't even kill one cop. Alright, and now cast. Let's see the cast situation. So it says spend on weapons and armor, $2,000. Spent on vehicles and maintenance, $17,000 for like vehicles and maintenance. Alright. Earned from selling vehicles, $5,000. Oh, sorry, earned from selling vehicles, $5 million from selling vehicles. If only I didn't always spend that money, I could have all that money added up by now. Internet, so, you know, so what I'm trying to say is just, it never hurts to save your money as much as you can. And I picked up $15,000. That's not bad for just picking up money randomly. Spent on healthcare and bail, $428,000. Okay. Spent on property and utilities, $8,127,540. Wow. I should have expected that, because you at least do pay like tens of thousands of dollars per year on paying for rent and stuff. I mean, of course it all depends on how much you pay for rent per month. I mean, well, first of all, if you rent or if you pay mortgage, if you own the house, but you know, those types of things. Alright, so I'm just checking all this stuff to see how things is in order. And hopefully we should be good for a while. Or at least, you know, for this month, because this is everything that everyone has done this month, because we have to pay these bills and stuff monthly. So we should be hopefully good for this month, because everyone has paid their bills. So we should be good for this month, at least until like November. So we should be good for this month. Okay. And RashuFruitz, and don't worry, and I'll talk to you momentarily. I'm just trying to check this, you know, account and stuff. Alright, no problem. Yeah, so sorry about the wait. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, so like I said, we should be good for the rest of the month, because everyone has paid their bills. Everyone was on time. So like I said, if you guys keep being on time, you can help your credit score. Okay, it never hurts to have a good credit score. So yeah, so everyone has paid their bills. Everything seems to be in order, and everyone seems to be on track. Good job, everyone. So we should be good. We should be good for the month. We should be good for the month. Yep, all of you guys have been doing a good job. As long as you guys try your best to keep staying on time and paying your bills on time, not only are you just gonna be good, you're gonna also have like good credit scores too. And like I said, it never hurts to have a good credit score. So, but the way to have that is just to be on time with your bills and stuff, and to do, you know, good things, and to not be in debt mad a lot as well. But yeah, everyone, so other than that, we should be good for the month of having to pay all these bills and all this rent and all this vehicle maintenance and all that stuff like that per month. So we should be good for the month. And yeah, we should be good, man. We should be alright. Okay. So we should be alright. And everything seems to be working the right way. Okay. Alright. Yep, everything is in. Alright. Everything is in. Everyone has paid their bills on time. And also, very good job, man. Not one person this month was late on their bills. Good job. And like I said, if you guys keep this behavior up, you guys can get your credit score improved. And not only can paying your bills on time help your credit score, not being in debt also helps. So as long as you just have financially good things and good habits, your credit scores will improve. And like I said, it is never really bad to have a good credit score. But some ways to have a good, credit score is to pay your bills on time and to not be in mad debt and stuff like that, So as long as you guys are good with those things, you should be having like a pretty good average credit score. Yeah. So just don't be in debt and pay your bills on time. And it can definitely help just by those things. Alright. So everything seems to be making sense. It seems everyone has paid their bills on time this month. Everyone has paid for their vehicle maintenance this month. And it seems like that we're all good to go for this month. So everyone, good job. You guys did a very good job this month. Everyone has paid their bills on time. And everyone has paid for their vehicle maintenance on time this month. Good job, everyone. Everyone's bills has been paid on time this month. So we are good for the month, guys. So enjoy your life. You don't have to worry about bills until next month. Alright, RashuFruitz, I'm back now. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I was just doing my job. As the accountant, it's just like looking over the stuff that our employer is doing for his business and stuff. So everyone seems to be doing financially well in the business, and they paid their bills on time. So that's good. Alright, so now, excuse me, RashuFruitz. Now, you have also said that you want to talk to me about jobs and careers and stuff like that, right? Yeah, but before that, if my YouTube channel name changed last night, right? Yeah, listen. I've overheard it. I mean, I was gonna hear it anyway because I'm part of your channel and I'm part of what you do on this channel. So I was gonna overhear it anyway. So we all honestly know that RashuFruitz didn't put that name because we all honestly know that RashuFruitz did not put that name there himself. Okay? Yeah, I didn't. All right. Because as I've said various times now, I have nothing against homosexual people. I have nothing against gay people or lesbian people. It's just that that's personally not my thing to be those things. It's just not my thing. But just because it's not my thing does not mean that I have anything against it. Because I don't have anything against gay people. I don't have anything against lesbian people. I don't have anything against them. I don't discriminate. I don't prejudge. I don't judge people that did nothing wrong. I don't discriminate. I don't have prejudice, and I just don't discriminate. It's just every human is a human being. Exactly, man. So that's why I see that the things I just said. That's why all those things are honestly just wrong. There's no reason to discriminate. There's no reason to have prejudice. There's no reason to prejudge, especially if you've never really got to see who the person you're seeing really is. You got to really see who a person really is before you get to actually make a judgment at all. Just see who the person is first, and then maybe you can make a call or something like that. But at least see who the person is first. At least see who the person is first. Yeah, man, you're right. Yeah, but other than that, man, about your name that changed on YouTube again. Listen, man, to be realistic, and with people that has brains, we all know that you really didn't change your name to that, okay? It's just all these dang hackers doing this crap somehow again. And also, just try your best to listen to Fliskin and Zofari, because honestly, you're just better off listening to them than just taking risks and taking chances. You're just better off listening to what they're saying, because I mean, at least they're seeming to try to want to help you out. So I mean, honestly, you're better off just listening to them than to take chances and take risk You know, you're just better off listening to Fliskin and Enzo Ferrari, okay? You're just better off listening to them instead of just taking chances and taking risk. And you keep being BRBing in your stream. Like, stop BRBing in your streams. Like, if you gotta go somewhere and it's for like a while, just end your stream until you get back, and stop going BRB in your streams. It's just for the best, okay? Yeah, man. But we already know that wasn't you who changed the name, and we already know it's not you who did that. But other than that, you wanted to talk to me about careers, correct? About the careers that you want, right? Because I have also heard that you're a person who does not want to go to college. Is that correct? Yes, I do not want to go to college. Alright, so now, of course, I'm not saying that that's not bad. I mean, sorry, let me just slow down and make more sense of what I'm trying to say rather than trying to rush into it. Yeah, just take your time, man. Yeah, but of course, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing to not want to go to college. As long as you have a plan, as long as you have a realistic alternative, you should turn out fine. As long as you have a realistic alternative and a realistic plan after you graduate from high school. So as long as you have a realistic plan and a realistic alternative to college after you graduate from high school, then you should turn out pretty fine. So what things did you want to do afterwards and after you graduate from high school? So what type of careers and like, you know, what workforce did you want to get into after you graduate from high school? So what you want to do? So what you want to do after you graduate from high school? You know, what would you want to do after you graduate? After you graduate from high school? Because again, since you are a person who does not want to go to college, of course I'm not saying that it is bad to not want to go to college. Because first of all, there has been a lot of people who's never been to college, and they turn out very successful. You know, college doesn't define you if you don't go to college. There has been many people in this world, in America, that did not go to college, that still had very fulfilling and purposeful and meaningful lives. You don't need college to be successful. College is not the only path. College is not the only path for high school graduates. There's many other paths for high school graduates other than university and college. University and college is not the only path for high school graduates. Some high school graduates would prefer to own their own business, like I will in the future, and trucking and stuff like that, to become a owner-operator when, you know, the money is right and stuff. And, you know, you can buy your own rig, and, you know, but once the money is right, and you research on it, you know, ask people around that are these things that know about it. Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's what I gotta say about all these things. I think a person should only go to college if a career they want takes college. For example, you are not being a lawyer, a doctor, a nurse. These things take higher levels of education, as in universities or college. So, for example, I think a person should only go to college if they want a career that takes higher type of education. Being a doctor takes that, being a lawyer takes that, being a nurse takes that, astronauts, you know, stuff like that. All those things take higher levels of education. And for somebody to be trained to a more higher type of education, type of profession, you need to go to college for that. So like I said, I think a person should only go to college if they want a career that takes college degrees. Because, I mean, it makes sense. Don't just sit in college and waste 4 years of your life and still not know what to do. You gotta plan yourself ahead of things. Because here's honestly like the most realistic way I can think about this, alright? Don't just go to college just because your friends did and be in college for 2 or 4 years and waste your time in your life there just sitting in classes again. But then once you graduate from college, you still know what to do with your life. Because trust me, college is not just going to make you automatically successful, because there has been many people who has graduated from college who is still lost in life. And it's happened, and it will keep happening. Yeah, it's very true, man. Not every person who's graduated college knows what they want to do with their life yet. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. This is why you need to think ahead and use your brain for what it's in there for. You know, like, you've got a brain. Use it for what your brain is for. Like, everyone has a brain, so use it. So, you know, just use your brain for what it was meant to be used for. to think. Use your brain and think. You know, use your brain for what it was meant to do. You know, use your brain for what it was meant to do, to think. So I would just say, if you know, I would just say, if you want to go to college, it just makes more sense to like want to get a job that takes a college degree to go to college. Like, I think that it would only make sense for a person to go to college if they want a career. And listen, here's like the most way that it would make sense to me, okay? I think that a person should only go to college if they want a career and a job that takes a college degree. Again, like being a lawyer, potentially, like being a doctor, like being a nurse, like being even an astronaut. All these careers that takes higher levels of education. So unless you're going to be going into the medical field, becoming a lawyer potentially, and even an astronaut, even being an astronaut takes some college. Some type of athlete, even becoming an athlete can take college, because you can play the sports in college, and you can get, you know, scholarships for jobs and stuff like that, or like things like that. Yeah. But honestly, man, I would just say this. I honestly think that it would just make the most sense to only go to college only if you wanted a job or a career that takes a college degree, like being a doctor, like being a nurse, like being a lawyer potentially, and even an astronaut, things like that. It would only make the most sense to go to college and spend the next 2 or 4 years of your life, or even more, to be in college. If it was a career or a job that takes a college degree, like being a doctor, like just being inside the medical field. Things that just takes more education and more training to do. Stuff like that, then yeah, you can go there to get the credits you want and to get a college degree for like a doctorate degree, bachelor's degree, stuff like that, to become like a doctor and whatever. But coding doesn't really need. I mean it's optional, because you don't have to go to college to get a coding job, because you can teach yourself to code. So you don't have to go to college to learn how to code, because there's many YouTube tutorials out there and coding boot camps out there. Many alternatives other than having to pay a lot of money just for dang college just to code, when you can code many other ways. Because again, you do not have to go to college or have a college degree to get a coding job, you know, as a side hustle. I mean, like I said, it is optional to go there if you want to. I mean, you can get like you can optionally get like a computer science degree if you optionally wanted to, but it's not a requirement. You don't have to get a coding degree if you want to get a coding job. I mean, it can also depend on the coding company. It can also depend on the company that hires you, if they require their, you know, coders to have degrees, but a lot of them won't require it. I think they just like care about the skills, not the degree. But like I said, some companies can require their coders to have like degrees, but others won't need it, and other companies will just care about like the skills and the experience they have instead. But you know, it's honestly just an optional thing. You don't have to go to college to get like a computer science degree if you don't really want to, because you can teach yourself how to code by, you know, doing like coding boot camps and YouTube tutorials and even online games and stuff like that, and like, you know, of course, like the programming, you know, languages and stuff like that, to practice and to like learn the coding lines and stuff like that. And coding will eventually turn out to be my side hustle, okay? Yeah. But now that'll be your side hustle, right? Yeah, eventually, once I freaking just pick up the crap and learn it already. Yeah, listen, it takes time, alright? There's no rush with that, okay? It's gonna take time. Have patience. Embrace the journey. Embrace all of these journeys with all your careers. Embrace the journey with all of them. Yeah, because it will take patience, it will take time, and that's just gonna be a guaranteed thing. You know, you're guaranteed that's gonna take a lot of time and take patience, but like I said, once you get results, that's what's gonna make all that waiting and all that hard work and all that patience and all that waiting and all that time worth it. It's when your results await you. Yeah. Alright, so now other than that, let's just head straight into talking about careers. So now, you said that coding was gonna eventually turn out to be your side hustle, you know, eventually soon once you learn it, and you know you can find ways to get paid from it. Like, I mean, I've heard that freelancers can get paid by coding. So I mean, you can do like, you know, freelance and stuff. They can pay people who know how to code and stuff if you want to do it that type of way. But you know, there's many ways to do it. But you know, I'm just, you know, offering you like a suggestion, or like, you know, some things you can do, because I mean, freelancers can code and get paid for it by just, you know, doing all by just doing it all, like, you know, freelance and stuff. Yeah, because they can pay people who know how to code, you know, on freelancer and stuff. Yeah, but other than that, so let's just, you know, let's just sit still and talk about like the main thing, like the main job that you want to do after you graduate high school. Okay, so what is the main job that you wanted to have after you graduate high school? Because again, RashuFruitz, you are one of those people of who does not want to go to college. And guess what? You know what? By what you told me, that is alright. Because you clearly have many other alternatives to college. And if you're not planning on going to college, that's the whole point of what else you can do, is to have alternatives to college. So, RashuFruitz, since you have all of these alternatives to college, as long as you have patience and you work hard and you have perseverance and you take your time and you have patience and a growth mindset and a positive attitude, and you have patience and you work hard and stay driven and have patience, then eventually all these things that you dream of can eventually, with time and years, ongoing years, can eventually become a reality. Okay, man? Yeah. So now, aside of you having to accept that, okay? Because you're gonna have to accept that. Alright? Because that's just the reality. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but other than that stuff that you're gonna have to accept, because that's just, you know, honestly, you know, the reality. What is the main career that you mainly wanted to have after you graduate from high school? Because again, RashuFruitz, you are one of those people of who does not want to go to college. All right? Yeah, I am. I honestly don't want to sit in school for another 2 or 4 years, not knowing what to really do in my life, and having to pay mad debt off. Just no, not for me, man. Yeah, and I can respect that too. Okay, honestly, know that, you know, because parts of college that is like annoying is having to pay off all those dang student loans and all that freaking, you know, debt and stuff. That stuff is definitely intriguing, and that stuff is, I mean not intriguing, enticing, and definitely annoying. Because first of all, yeah, I already know that one of the most annoying parts of college is having to pay off student loans and having to pay off debt. Those are definitely the parts of college that is very enticing and very annoying. It's having to pay off student loans and having to pay off loans and debt. That stuff of college can definitely really be, you know, enticing and very annoying. So I can definitely understand why you would not want to go to college. But like I said, as long as you have alternatives, you will be alright. So let's just get into this already, okay? So what type of things? What would be your plan after you graduate from high school? Alright, I'm all ears. I'm not going to interrupt you anymore. I'm just listening now. I've already said what I have to say. Just, what is your plan career-wise, since you will not be going to college? What is your workforce career-wise plan for afterwards and after you graduate from high school? Since you are a person who does not want to go to college, what is your alternative workforce and career-wise plans since you will not be going to college? What plans do you have of those things for after you graduate from high school? Alright, man, so my plans is like, here's what I was thinking about, okay? Alright, I'm listening. Yeah, so here's what I was thinking, alright, man? I was thinking of these things. Okay, now, first of all, to worry about where I currently am right now. You know of how I was taking that driver's ed class, right? That driver's ed class? Yes, I know. And that driver's ed class had 200 questions on the exam, correct? Yes, correct. Yes, yes, I understand. Yeah. Yeah, so the driver's ed class exam had 200 questions. Alright, yeah. and I had passed the driver's ed class exam. I had passed the driver's ed class exam with a 78% and with a class average of I believe that I can possibly remember that it was a 86% class average. That's very good, man. Yeah, and then I had passed the driver's ed class exam of 200 questions with a 78%. So that means that if the driver's ed exam had 200 questions and I passed it with a 78, that means that I had to have at least gotten over 100 questions right, which in of itself is already impressive enough. Yeah, true. Yeah, and now, since I have pretty much graduated from the driver's ed class, the 30 hours of driver's ed classwork time, since I have graduated from that pretty much, the last part and the last thing that I have to do now is wait for me to do my driver's ed behind the wheel time, okay? And I believe that they said that you have to do it for like at least 6 hours. So you'll be doing it for 2 hours a day for 3 days in total, to get 6 hours in 3 days for me doing it for 2 hours a day for 3 days straight. Yeah. And then once you pass the driver's ed behind the wheel time, then they will award you with your driver's eligibility certificate and those things, right? Yeah. And then once I have that, then my dad can drive me to the DMV. Yeah. And then I would show the people there my driver's eligibility certificate, since I'm under the age of 18. And then once I show them my driver's eligibility certificate, then that will allow me then for me to take my permit test. Yeah, correct. And then once about time now just ace that permit test. Yeah. Then once I ace that permit test and pass the permit test, then I can get my permit. And then I may have to wait a few days, I think, for the permit to get in the mail or something, I think, but I don't know. But eventually after that, I will eventually get my permit if I have to wait or whatever. I will eventually get my permit if I have to wait or whatever for it to get delivered into the mail the mail or something. Yeah, but I will eventually get my permit eventually, and then once I finally obtain my permit, whenever I possibly do, then I would have to hold my permit for at least a year, 12 months, or I think half a year, 6 months, because it changed. And then once I have held my permit for I think either a year, 12 months, or half a year, 6 months, because I think that they changed the rules or whatever. Once I've held it for enough time, then I can take the eye stuff and whatever that you gotta do, and take the driver's test. And then once I pass the regular driver's test, then I can eventually get my driver's license. Hold my driver's license for enough time, and then I could drive alone whenever I want, pretty much. Yeah. And then once that happens, then I can go and start putting work into my CDO stuff. And then to get my CDO to become a truck driver and stay fit and healthy, what I need to do is the same thing as like with the regular driving stuff. I would have to I think go to a truck driving school, pretty much. Yeah. Do some time there behind the wheel. And then once I pass those things, I would have to go and take the CDO, the commercial learner's permit test. And then once I pass eventually the commercial learner's permit test, then I can drive a truck. But a person with a CDO has to be in the truck with me. Yeah. And then once I hold my CLP or my commercial learner's permit for enough time, then I can go and start taking the CDO test or the commercial driver's license test. Yeah. And then once I pass the commercial driver's license test, and then once I pass the commercial driver's test, then I can eventually get my commercial driver's license. And then once I obtain and possess and have my commercial driver's license or my CDO, then I can start looking out for some good trucking companies to work for. And then here is how I was going to do it, okay? Yeah. What I was going to do was that I would find a good, honest carrier, a good trucking company to work for, right? Yeah. And of course, I would start out driving locally. So I would start driving locally, which means that I would drive in the areas of where I live. And that way I can get home at least just about every night, or if not every night, at least definitely every other night, at least most days of the week, of course. Yeah. And then work there for some years, for like a good amount of years, to not only gain experience, but to also save up as much money as possible. And then once it's been at least like a decade, decade or so potentially, that I can start looking for some trucks to buy, like semi trucks to buy. Yeah, man, and really be careful with those things, because people also do say that leasing a truck is just full of problems. So, man, now when it comes to buying a truck, you gotta be very careful, because first of all, to make sure that the truck is in the right condition. Second of all, to make sure that that you're not being scammed or lied to, and like leasing a truck, because people also say that leasing a truck is just full of problems, and that you're just better off like just buying a truck, or just staying a company driver until you save up enough money to buy a truck, and to have like side hustles too, and part-time jobs if you need to as well, to get some extra income to help with saving the money to buy the truck. Yeah, that's why you would have quoting as a side hustle, to help you with extra income, to help you save more money. Yeah, man. Yeah, once you learn it, and it takes time, and once you find like a good place to work, and like I said, it could be on like freelance or whatever. But yeah, man. So once you would get enough money to save up to buy a truck, because again, you're just honestly better off buying a truck. You're just better off owning it, and you're just better off buying a truck rather than leasing it, because people do say that leasing trucks is just full of a lot of problems, and that is just like kind of like a scam. But you're just better off not doing it than to be curious about it. So you're just better off not leasing a truck. All right, because people just say that it's kind of like a scam a little bit, and that's just full of problems. So you're just better off, saving up enough money to just own a truck, to just purchase and buy your own truck, and just to own a truck. And of course, this will take a lot of money, and this will take a lot of years, and this will take a lot of time. But eventually, you gotta excel in your careers. You gotta build up. You can't just stay in the same place forever. Yeah. So here's the thing. Here's the plan. Coding will be your side hustle once you learn the crap, right? Yeah. And then you'll be doing local truck driving, and you'll be doing that for a few years to save up as much money as possible and to gain experience, right? Yes, I will be doing those things. And also don't forget, take care of your health and stay fit and healthy. Huh? I said, and also don't forget, man, take care of your health and stay fit and healthy, and take care of your health when you're doing all these things. And make sure you're not sitting down too much every single day all the time. Yeah. And yeah, so just make sure that you're finding time, finding time in the day to take care of yourself. Drinking, plenty of water, and you should be okay. Yeah. Yeah, so once you would have been doing coding for a side hustle, once you pick things up, and once you picked it up, and once you've learned how to code in Python at least, yeah. Then once, like I said, and you can like code in like Freelancer, yeah. And then once you have coding as a side hustle, once you learn how to code in Python and stuff like that, yeah. And then you've been truck driving locally for a few years to save up enough money. And then once you have enough money saved up and you've gained some experience, and you believe that it will be time to step it up and become a owner-operator. Because and also, let me tell you about being a owner-operator, because there is definitely some things that I also did want to tell you about being a owner-operator, okay? Yeah, what's up, man? I'm listening. So now, first of all, as you can already know and imagine, being a owner-operator, obviously, and of course, sounds good at first, because you can own your own truck and have your own authority and everything like that. But there are some things that you need to consider before you become a owner-operator, okay? Yeah. So now, first, to become a owner-operator, you need to understand that being a owner-operator means having a lot more responsibility. Okay, you have to deal with everything related to your truck. You have to pay for truck payments. You have to pay for truck insurance. You have to pay for truck maintenance. You have to pay for fuel. You have to pay for repairs if anything happen to your truck. You have to pay for any customizations that would happen to it. You have to pay for, again, truck maintenance, truck payments, having to pay for fuel for your truck, which is one of the most expensive things, if I'm honest with you. Because, and also, one of the most expensive parts of being a owner-operator is of course having to pay for fuel for your truck. Honestly, I think the most expensive part of owning a truck is the freaking fuel. Because fuel is just going up and up and up with all this inflation within the economy going on these days. Yeah, because there's like some type of inflation thing in this economy going on. Yeah, for sure, man. All right, prices is just going up everywhere. You know, it's just inflation. It's just inflation within this economy. You know, everything is just going up, and it's just getting ridiculous. But you know what? This is how it is. But you know, that's why it is important to be careful nowadays. We're trying to own stuff. We're trying to own your own stuff and buy your own stuff for yourself. That's why nowadays, with all this inflation within the economy going on, that's why it is important more than ever to be very cautious and extra careful when you're trying to purchase and own your own things. Yeah, because like I said, one of the most expensive parts of being a owner-operator is having to pay for the fuel of your truck. And the reasons why fuel for truck, also, and the reasons for why fuel is so expensive for owner-operator truck drivers is because obviously trucks have like a big gas tank, and obviously like trucks have like a lot of, you know, different gas tanks, and yeah, trucks have big gas tanks, right? Which would take up like a lot of space and money and fuel. So the reason why truck gas could be so expensive for owner-operator truck drivers is because the gas tanks in trucks is obviously a lot bigger, and there could even be more gas tanks in trucks. So that would eventually add up and make it more expensive. So yeah, so one of the biggest things that is one of the most expensive things for owner-operator truck drivers is having to pay for the freaking fuel for their truck. And that's pretty much like the most expensive thing that they have to pay for their truck. I mean, other than like truck maintenance and truck payments, the other thing that's the most expensive thing about owning a truck is having to pay for the fuel, which could literally be like a few $1,000s per month. It's crazy. It's like having to pay like $100 bill just trying to get freaking fuel. Yeah, it's crazy. But you know, you understand it more the more YouTube videos you watch and the more you research. So the best advice that I could give to you about becoming and listen to me, the best honest advice that I could potentially give to you is just if you want to become a owner-operator in your future, once you gain experience by just being a company driver for like at least a good amount of years, and to gain experience and to save up as much money as you can, and by coding as a side hustle once you learn it, and Python and stuff. Yeah. The best advice that I have for you is to honestly just keep doing your research, alright? Keep doing research on Google and watch some YouTube videos about, you know, the owner-operator life and how, and you know, what to expect and how things is going to be when you're a owner-operator within your future, okay? Yeah. Also, another thing about being a owner-operator, part of being a owner-operator is also about you owning a business, but it's like a small business. So obviously there are some things that you would need to do to, you know, create your business as an owner-operator. First of all, you would have to think of a name to come up with. So have you ever came up with a name? You know, for yeah, and I came up with trucks reservations, and instead of the trucks being spelled CKS, it will be spelled X and Z instead. Cool, nice and creative and stylish. Yeah, and again, and it will be called Trucks Reservations, and again, and instead of it being CKS, it would be X and Z instead. Yep, again, nice and creative and stylish. Yeah, and you know, trucks reservations, and the reservations part is a means to provide cargo transportation delivery services to customers of who would need freight moved and stuff. Of who needs freight moved. So it pretty much just means that I would just provide services to carriers and to customers of who needs cargo and freight moved, and for me to help them transport, and for me to help them, you know, transport goods and cargo and stuff, and for me to like pretty much, you know, offer like them services and stuff. Yeah, I can definitely understand what you mean. Yeah, so what I was thinking about is that my owner operator trucking business in the future one day, I will call it Trucks Reservations. And again, instead of it being spelled CKS, it will be spelled X and Z instead, okay? Yeah. And Trucks Reservations would be what I would call it. And the reservations part would be a means to provide cargo transportation delivery services to customers of who would need freight and cargo, you know, moved. Yeah. So, like I said, it's just like me offering services to customers and to carriers and to trucking companies of who needs help getting freight moved. Yeah. Yeah. So I would just offer the services. Yeah, makes sense, and that's a good idea to have too. And also, the idea is good, and the name is good too. The name is nice and creative, and a bit humorous too. But you know, it's just a good idea. It's just a good format. So, as long as you don't give up on your dreams, one day it can eventually become a reality. It will take ongoing years. It will take patience. It will take hard work. It will take thinking it through. It will take a stability within your finances. It will take patience. It will take thinking things thoroughly through. It will take hard work. It will take some discipline. It will take being driven. It will take having a positive attitude. And it will take having a growth mindset. And it will take having patience, for sure. And having a stability within your finances, and having, you know, like enough money saved up, and having patience. And everything. Yeah. But like I said, as long as you have all those assets, eventually, even though it will take ongoing years, as long as you have those things with you, and as long as you have those traits and those assets, eventually those things that you think about and dream about can eventually become your reality. But the key is, keep thinking about it. Keep thinking things through. Try to keep your money right. Try to save up enough money, and try to you know, get experience and everything like that. And keep thinking about it. And as long as you keep doing those things, it will eventually become your reality. So, if your dream future job is to be a owner operator, first of all, it will be hard work. It will take patience. It will take finance stability. It will take financial stability. Okay? So, if your dream job in your future would be to become a owner-operator truck driver, like I said, it can be done. You can be successful. But like I said, it will take financial stability. Okay? It will take you saving up enough money. It will take experience. Okay? It will take having patience. It will take time. It will take having a growth mindset. It will take having a positive attitude, a positive mindset. It will take hard work. It will take some discipline. It will take being driven. It will take you wanting it. You know, you just have to want it. You know, yeah. And again, and as long as you have all those things, anything and everything that you want to do in your life can become your reality. As long as you have all those mental traits and characteristics. Yeah. Yeah, man, but honestly, those sound like good ideas. Those sound like good ideas, man. Ditching college, you know, not going to college, not, you know, don't want to sit in school for like another 2, 4, 6 years. Definitely understand that. Yeah. especially having to pay off all these dang student loans and having to pay all this debt off and all these dang loans. I can definitely understand that from college. I can definitely understand that, man. And just not wanting to sit in school again for like another 2-4 years. I can definitely understand that, man. And having to worry about all this money to pay off college, all this tuition, all these student loans and all these loans, all this debt, I can definitely understand not wanting to have to go through all that crap. But here's the thing about being a owner operator. Being a owner operator is kind of like a similar situation with going to college though, because you have to pay off, you know, stuff, but at least you want to you know, stay somewhere and have to learn things like, you know, like at school for like 4 years. Yeah. But like I said, man, is being a owner operator worth it? Yes, it can be worth it, but it is what you make it. It is what you make of it. It is what you make of it, though. And like I said, becoming a successful owner operator, it can be done. It has been done, and it can keep being done. But the right mental traits and the right mindset and mentality that you're going to need to have to become a owner operator and a successful owner operator truck driver is going to be to have financial stability from you saving up enough money from quitting as a side hustle and from being a company driver for a good amount of years. Yeah. So to save up as much money as you possibly can, aside of other things, like if you would have to pay rent, like if one day you had enough money to move out from your parents' house, from like trucking and quitting as a side hustle, if one day you had enough money to move out, right? Yeah. So aside of you having to pay your rent and having to pay bills and having to pay for food, aside of having to pay for those things and having to pay for your car insurance and your car and all that stuff, aside of having to pay for your rent for your house, your bills for your house, having to pay your car insurance for your car, and having to pay, you know, car payments and stuff like that. Yeah. And aside from having to pay rent for your house, bills for your house, car insurance for your car payment for your car, and whatever bills and repairs that could possibly happen, and having to pay, you know, for shopping and for grocery shopping and for shopping and having to pay for food. Aside of having to pay from those things, whatever else you have left over, try to put that into your savings and try to save up that money that you have left over after paying from all that stuff. Whatever money that you have left over from paying all that other stuff, whatever money you have left over, put that into your savings. Put that into your savings, alright? And then eventually you keep doing that, it will add up and add up and add up year after year after year. Okay? Yeah. And then eventually, one year or the other, you're gonna eventually have enough money to buy your own rig, to buy your own truck, to become a owner operator. But it never hurts to have a bit more $1,000. But listen, it never hurts to have a bit more thousands of dollars to be able to afford the truck, just in case of any extra bills or anything surprising happens. But like I said, the average truck will at least cost like $50K or $20K. At least like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Trucks like the 18-wheel trucks, like these semi trucks would usually cost like hundreds of thousands of dollars, and some even tens of thousands of dollars. And honestly, it makes the most sense to start off with the cheaper trucks first. I mean, yeah, try to make sure that truck is in the best condition that it can possibly be in. So obviously, the smartest thing to do would be to get the cheapest truck first. Would be to get the cheapest truck that you can find first. And again, obviously make sure that the truck is in good condition first before you buy it. Yeah. And then If the truck is in good condition, then you can deal it with the dealership or wherever you're at that they're selling the trucks at. Yeah. And then once you buy the truck, then you can go and start making your owner-operator business stuff, and then you got your name, which is called Trucks Reservations, which is a good and creative and stylish name. And your idea would be to provide services to people who need freight moved, to businesses and carriers and customers that need truck drivers to transport their goods, or to pick up their goods, or to pick it up from a different location and transport it to their destination, to their business, to their company. Yeah. So it would be for me to provide services for them, for me to do that for them. Yeah. And then I would do quitting for a side hustle. So how those careers sound? Listen, man, all those careers sound good to me, okay? And as long as you keep thinking it through and you keep thinking about it and you don't give up on it, these things can definitely be done, man. Okay? Anything that is realistic enough that you put your mind to can be possible, okay? Yeah. So as long as you do not give up on this, as long as you do not give up thinking on this, then it can definitely be done. It will be hard work, it will be patience, it will be having to save up a good amount of money for a good amount of years, and it will be having to gain some experience in the trucking industry. And you having to learn how to code Python for coding as your side hustle, and freelancer and stuff. Yeah. Or however else you want to do it that pays good or whatever. They can do it good too. Yeah. But like I said, coding as a side hustle, whichever business you do it in, or even if you do the same thing with coding, if you provide your own services to help people out, with you helping them code things too. And you can work from home too, but whichever way that it can work, you can try doing that for coding as a side hustle, okay? Yeah. Yeah, so like I said, it's just about saving up enough money, as much of it as you possibly can, for like at least a decade, for like at least a good amount of years, and saving up as much money as you can for at least a decade, for at least a good amount of years, ongoing years, to save up enough money as you can for that type of stuff, okay? Yeah. And then eventually, once there is enough, go looking for a truck to buy. And even your parents can help you out with that too. You've always got your parents, man. So, and your parents can help you out with these things too, with the jobs to look for. Your parents can help you out with these things too, man. Yeah, they can help me out. Yeah, they can help you out, man. So, you got them, and you got Google to research about these things. You got Google, you got the internet to research about these things, and you got YouTube videos to watch about these things. As long as you don't give up hope on these things, all these things can be done. All these things can be obtainable. And another thing, do not listen to naysayers. Do not listen to haters. Do not listen to anybody who says that you can't do this. Realize that you're doing this for you and for nobody else. You could be doing it to help support your family too, if you were to, but honestly, you're primarily and mainly just doing this for yourself. And just remember that. So don't listen to naysayers. Don't listen to negative people, and never listen to people who says that you can't do it, because all the famous people in this world, they had to not listen to naysayers to get where they are today. They had to not listen to them. They had to not listen to negative. They had to not listen to the. They had to have not listened to the naysayers, and they had to have not listened to the negative people for them to be as successful as they are today. So you just gotta make sure that you just don't listen to the naysayers, alright? Don't listen to the naysayers. Do not listen to the naysayers. Do not listen to anybody who tells you that you can't do something. Don't listen to them, man. Don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to people who says that you can't do it when it's been done and it can be done again. Because think about it like this, man. If other people can do this, if other people have done it before, why are you so different? Why can't you do it? If there has been many people in this world of who has became owner operators and they succeed in it, why are you so different? If these things have been done before, and if they have been done before, it is possible to become successful in these things. Because if somebody can do it, you can do it too. So if people have became owner operators, and if people have became successful owner operator truck drivers, then why can't you? Why can't you? It's just a mentality. It's just a mindset. It's just a mentality. Yeah. So like I said, man, if people have did all of these great things in this world, in this life, if people have did all these great things to all these links and all these boundaries, then why can't you do these things? Why should you have to listen to naysayers when other people did it and they succeeded? Why do you have to listen to them? You don't have to listen to them. To naysayers, to the haters, to negative people. Yeah. So the thing is, man, just don't listen to naysayers. Don't listen to negative people, man. Don't listen to anybody who says that you can't do it, because it's been done before, man. People did this stuff. People has done these types of things before. Yes, it may have been hard. Yes, it may have took them years. Yes, it may have took them time. Yes, it may have taken them changing their mentality. Yes, it may have taken a lot of patience and years and time. But guess what? It's been done. And if it's been done, it can be done again and again and again. So look at it this way. Look at it this way, man. All right. If people have done these things before, and they became successful in it, why the freak can't you? Honestly. Yeah, you're right, man. Because think about it. If people can do it, so can you. Because you got 2 arms, you got 2 legs, you have 2 eyeballs, and most important, you have a brain in your head. So honestly, as long as you have a functional brain in your head, you can learn. You may have a learning difference. It may take you longer to learn. You may need another way of being taught things to learn. You may have another way of learning things, but guess what? You can still learn at all. Because you still have a brain to learn things at all with. You still have the brain reasons to help with learning. Yeah. So here's all I gotta say left about this crap, man. If people could do it, so can you. It's just a mindset. It is just a mentality. Have a growth mindset, not a fixed mindset. Have a growth mindset. It's just a mindset. It's just a mentality. Yeah. It honestly just is. And the attitude, it honestly just is. Yeah. And like I said, man, anything that is realistic enough that you put your mind to can be possible. Anything that is realistic enough that you put your mind to can be possible. For the last time, anything that is realistic enough that you put your mind to can be possible. And let that be with you for life, man. Because it's just a life thing. It's just a life lesson to learn, man. Like, if it exists, it can be completed, man. If it exists. Yeah, you're right. So, if this really is the career path that you want to follow, then at this point there's nobody stopping you but yourself. Alright? You can't keep stopping yourself in your own tracks, hesitating halfway through, procrastinating halfway through everything. You know, stop stopping yourself in your own tracks. You know? Stop stopping yourself. Stop thinking about it so much and just worry about what the frick you're supposed to do. Eventually, if you expect to get anywhere better than where you are now. Honestly. Yeah. So, it's just about doing the work, and it'll be work. It's just about doing the work, and it'll be over. Just do the work, and it'll be over. Yeah. And understand that you need breaks, that you need, to get sleep and recover, and all that stuff. I definitely understand that you need to do that. But when it is time to, do what you gotta do. Just do what you gotta do. Yeah. Because everyone has the right to live their because everyone has the right to live their life the way that they want. It's just your way of life, man. It is just your way of life. It's your way of life. It's like you're just your own individual. It's your own individual way of life. Yeah. Yeah, it really is. So it's like, it's your way of life, man. Each human being's life, it is their own way of how each of them lives their own life. Like, it's their way of life, Yeah, it's their way of life. It's your way of life, man. Yeah. Live your life on your own terms. Live your life on your own terms. Live it how you want to live it. Live it doing the things that you want to become. Yeah. And just live your life on your own terms. Yep. Yeah, man, because that's just all there is. That's just all there is. Because, one day we will all die, so why live a life that you're not truly happy living? Because at the end of the day, we all only have because at the end of the day, we all only have one lifetime. We don't have two lifetimes, but we only have one lifetime. Yeah. So, why live that lifetime not being happy, not being satisfied, not being at least fulfilled if it's anything? At least be fulfilled with your life. At least make your life have meaning. Yeah. Because that's all there is. That's just the point. Is to have like a fulfilling, meaningful life. You have to give your life meaning. You have to make your life have meaning. You have to give it meaning. Yup. You have to make it make sense. So, you have to give your life meaning. And, it's your life, man. It's your life. And honestly, you deserve and you have the right to live it however you want. As long as you're staying healthy and safe, and you're following the law and the police, then other than those things that you gotta do, you can live your life however you want. As long as you're staying healthy and safe and fit, and you're being safe and you're doing legal things and you're following the law and the police and the authorities. So listen, you can do whatever you want in your life, as long as it is safe, as long as you stay healthy and fit, and as long as you follow the law and the police and the authorities as well. Yeah. But you know what, man? Just keep thinking about it, man. Because it also lots of questions as well. Which how old do you need to even be to get a CDL? 18, and you have to at least be 18 years old you have to at least be 18 years old in North Carolina to get a CDL. So, and I'm 17 right now, so at least a year to wait. Yeah. Like I said, but before I can do all that, I can't just jump ahead. I start to get my regular driver's license first, and my permit first of all. I start to get those regular things first, for regular driving first. I have to worry about those things first now. Yeah, and wait. Yeah. Yeah, man, so I am about to end the stream here. Nice talk, and like I said, man, as long as you keep putting forth thought, and just have patience, and you just don't give up on it, then eventually, what you think of will eventually be what you will become. And eventually, it can become into your reality. And all those careers and all those alternatives and all those plans sound good. I really respect you and appreciate you for creating your own route and finding your own route yourself. So good job. Paving your own way through life. Good job. Yeah, man, but that's the end of the stream. The reason why it's ending faster than it could have is because nobody came to the stream. And it's all good. I understand things be going on in life and things happen. But other than that, yeah. So other than that already, nice talk, and I'll see you around, okay, man? All right, man. All right, so you'll be good, all right? Just gotta believe in yourself. Visualize it and have an imagination about it. Growth mindset, positive attitude. Is this your mindset? Is this your mentality? And you know, if it is what you want to do, you gotta embrace the journeys along the way, okay? Because eventually, they will be worth it. All this work can't just be for nothing, okay? Yeah. So eventually, it'll be worth it, okay? So if these are the career paths that you want, coding as a side hustle, once you finally pick it up and once you finally learn Python and once you finally learn how to code, and you can just find a way of how to do it and get paid for it. And starting off as a local company truck driver, staying there for at least like a decade or at least for like a good amount of years, trying to save up as much money as possible, as I have all the other things that you need to pay for, like rent, bills for your house, and car payments and car insurance, and food and stuff. As I have having to pay for all those other things, trying to save up as much money other than having to pay trying to save up as much money other than having to pay for those things as much as you can. All right, yeah, man. So as long as you believe in yourself, then it could become the reality that you envision. Okay, yeah. All right, man. So believe in yourself, and it shall pass and come forth your way in your lifetime. Okay, it will take time. It will take some decades. It will take ongoing years. But what you gotta do is make sense of it and embrace the journey and gain some education, research, watch some YouTube videos about it, ask people who's done it before, get some help. Your parents will help you out, and get some education on these things and prepare yourself, okay? As long as you got the education and the knowledge for it, you can attain it as your reality, okay, man? Because again, it has been done before, and it can be done again, and it can keep being done. Because people have did it before, and they succeeded as owner-operator truck drivers, and it's happened before. And the same thing with coding. People became successful coders. All these things has happened before. Voice acting, working out, nutrition explaining. All these things can be fulfilling parts of your life, and these things have been done before. All right. So as long as you put forth your mind to it, and forth your time and energy to it, and forth your discipline, and forth your driven time into it, and once you put your forth mind energy into it, and once you put forth your mind into it, and forth your patience into it, and forth your heart, sweat, and tears into it, then eventually it can become what you envision as your reality. Okay, but it will take time, patience, and drive, and purpose, and thoughts to be thought through, and some knowledge to gain, and some experience as well, okay? But you can do it, okay? Understand that there is no perfect job in this world, but understand that all that matters is what job is the best for you, for your personalities, and for who you are. And that's what really matters, okay, man? Yeah. Alright, so it can be done, but it will take your mind. It will take all your heart. It will take you having to want it in a good positive attitude, alright? But it can be done, alright? Yeah. Alright, man, so patience. Alright, patience. Alright, man. And stay driven, and do what you love. All right, and I'll see you around. All right, man. All right. You can do this, man. All right. All right.